Getting ready for the opening puck drop here. Lions changing it up. Looks like we're going to go with Brett, Bennett, Sullivan, and Winks for the Lions against this Whalers team. Face off controlled by Lindenwood. Sullivan tries playing it back up to Winks. Gets caught on the defender, though. And the Whalers able to grab the puck. Moving up the right side, slow and steady. Plays it down low. Back to the middle. Cuts in, loses control with a good stick off Parker Winkleman. Marky Hager in net for the Lions tonight. Parker coming up with some speed now. Decides to curl back. Trying to settle that rolling puck. Makes a cut move to the middle. Got some space now coming in. Winks goes to the backhand. Tries to find a lane over to Brett. Unable to do it. Plays it back up to Sullivan. Sullivan carries, cuts back. Plays it back for Winks. Winks over to Sully. Sully back to Winks. Off a little behind the back pass there. Drops it off for Bennett. Bennett coming up the right wing. Some speed here now. Makes a cut across the rink. Goes for a shot. Saved by the goalie with the glove. Should be an interesting game here for the Lions. After coming off a big win from the Lizards. Or against the Lizards. Defensive pairing changes. Forwards stay the same. Bradley and Duran's out there now for the Lions on defense. Face off taken and controlled by the Whalers. Pressure on from these two grinding forwards. Bennett gets a turnover, gets caught on the skate though. Able to gather it, looks for Duran's in front. Duran's unable to tip it in. Whalers going to be able to control it, start coming down the other way. Lions able to put pressure on him, force him to retreat. Sets up back behind the net, drops it off. Pulls up again. Not wanting to force anything, but the Lions are going to force him out. Brett's on a heavy forecheck here, forcing the guy to make a move. Plays it up the wing. And retreats back. Bradley defending the puck now. Picks it up, drops it back. A little bit more movement out here from the Whalers now. They're still trying to just find a lane. Can't really get past the center dots. Just waiting for an opportunity, trying to catch this Lions defense slacking. Throws it all the way down. Duran's able to get a stick on it though, intercepts it, and starts coming back the other way. 3-on-3. Back up top to Duran's. Duran's shoots! Kicked away by the goaltender. Bradley with a good stick to prevent the odd man rush, and that puck goes out of play. 9:30 left in the first period here. Face off at center. Waz and Wadowski out there for the Lions on the forward with Winks and Chow defending. Face off taken. Pushed ahead by Waz. Whalers able to get that 50-50 puck and push it forward. Start coming again the other way. Shot. Shot wide. Markey didn't give him anything. Good stick by Waz there. Still scrambling behind the net. Kind of cuts to the middle. Loses control of it. Whalers able to gather it back though. Still trying to find an opening. Plays it back to the middle. And they're going to come all the way back down. Throws it up the wing again. Winks on top of him. No call. Wadowski in front. Unable to gather it though. Still loose. Good step by Waz. Able to keep the puck in. Still trying to get a hold of it. Plays it back for Chow. Chow over to Winks and back to him again. They start coming down the right side. Pass goes to Wadowski in the slot. Wadowski cuts to the outside. Tries to go to Waz in front. Tipped, but goalie save, and the Whalers are breaking it around the other way. 4-on-2 though. Good back check by the Lions. That puck's going to go all the way back behind the net. Chow with a good step. Tries pushing it through. Whalers able to gather it, throw it back behind the net, where Winks is able to gather it for the Lions. Chips it up to Wadowski. Rolling puck, though, just kind of took a weird bounce on him. Still able to control it, though. And plays it back over for Chow. Chow surveying his options. Drops it off to the boards for Winks. Winks skating back behind the net, looking for an opening again. Drops it off for Wadowski. Wadowski slowly maneuvering up, looking for an opening here. He sees a little bit of open space, starts skating in, goes to the backhand, save by the goalie with the chest. With Waz crashing. 7:43 left in the period. Fresh legs out for the Lions. Cooker, Pierce, Sully, and Durand's out there on this Ozone face-off. Face-off won by the Whalers. They start pulling up. Pierce is right on them. Puck behind the net, still just hounded him as Pierce. Pierce with a good stick, able to get it for a second. Tries to push in front to Cooker, unable to get a piece of it though. And they're still banging bodies down low here with Sully in on the forecheck as well. Loose puck, 50-50. Durand's chips it up and out of play again. Durand's just loves putting that puck out of play tonight. We reset back at center here. Face off won by Cooker, cleanly back to Durand. Durand's going to go back and set up a breakout here for the Lions. Coming down with some speed now as Durand's on his backhand. Plays it, tries to go over to Sully, but that pass gets intercepted, and the Whalers start coming the other way. 2-on-1 with Pierce defending. Good back check there by the forward. Cooker, that was, back checking there. Way to get back by Cook, breaking up that 2-on-1. Puck comes all the way down. Whalers still have control. View is completely blocked by the ref. Sorry about that. Whalers still controlling the puck. Chips it up past them. Another 50-50 puck goes away to the Whalers this time. They start moving into the O-zone. Puck goes back behind the net. And they throw it high all the way down to their defenseman up top. Bouncing puck though. Pierce on it. Pierce forces a turnover. Cuts to the middle. Shoots! Big glove save by the keeper. Keep that one out. Keep this a scoreless game. Puck goes back to Pierce in the slot. Pierce thought about shooting, decides better. Throws it back to Sullivan up at the point. And slowly surveying. Bennett and Brett, fresh legs out for the forward group as the defensemen are also trying to get a change. Durand's cutting in now. Tries to make a backhand play. Unable to get it around. Lost control of it as he lost his footing there. Puck down low here with Bennett tying it up. Durand gets a shove. Doesn't like that. And that's going to be a dead puck. Chow replaces Durand's with Bradley, Bennett, and Brett out there. Face off to the left of the Whalers goalie here. 5:45 left in the first period. Puck comes to the slot. Bennett shoots off the post. Had him beat, just rang the post. Puck comes down low for Brett. Brett tries to go in the middle for Chow. That gets tipped away by a Whalers defender. Chow with a good stick. Whalers still able to get control though. They start coming down the other way. 2-on-2. And that's going to be gathered by the Lions. Bennett throws around hard to Bradley. Bradley chips it up deep for Brett. Brett and Chow coming in here on a partial 2-on-1. Gets caught up in his feet. He loses control of it for a second. Chow now in on the forecheck. Puck comes out. Whalers starting to break it out here, trying to find an opening. Running into trouble though with his Lions forecheck. And they play it all the way back. Throws it across rink. Up again. Good shot. Comes in, tries to make a cross rink pass. Good play by Bradley to block that one off and get the puck back to the Lions. As Brett's surveying the field here coming up. Coming up to speed now is Brett. Brett down low to Bennett. Bennett back up to Bradley. Bradley shoots, scores! Good play by Bennett Blake there to get the puck back up to top to Bradley in the slot. Had plenty of room to work, and he's not going to miss those very often. Good play by Brett to get that puck up as well. Good all-around team play there by the Lions to get the first one on the board with 4:32 left in the first period. We reset back at center here. Waz and Wadowski out for the forwards with Sullivan and Winks. Back behind the net we go. Waz in tight on that forecheck, gets it, tries to throw it up front to Sullivan. Sullivan unable to handle it. Puck still loose in front. Whalers start coming the other way. Wadowski hard on the back check. Whalers try and go in front, tipped away. Looks like it was by Winks as the Lions gain control. Sullivan plays it back for Winks behind the net, still with a hard forecheck from these Whalers. Little bit of an undercut. Winkleman able to stay on his feet and keep control of the puck as they're coming back the other way. And gonna turn back. Plays it across the rink over to Waz. Waz tried getting down low and edging out the guy, but unable to. Puck's down low still, goes out of play off a tip. Looks like they're calling it off the Whalers guy and clean out of play, so it looks like the puck's gonna come all the way out to center. Faceoff comes at center, controlled by Winks. Drops it back behind the net for Waz. Waz over to Sullivan. Sullivan turns. Gave him the old shake and bake there, but gets tied up along the wall now. Coming the other way. Shot. Big saves by Marky Hager on the tight post there. Waz able to gather the rebound. And the Lions start coming the other way. Waz tries to go cross rink over to Wadowski. That gets blocked by Whalers defender. Wadowski's still in on the forecheck though. And the Whalers start coming the other way. Good board play there by Wadowski, able to separate the man from the puck. Whalers still able to get control of it though, as they set up back behind the net. Stumbling a little bit there as he tried coming out around the corner. Waz still in on the forecheck. Could have been a trip there, but player is able to keep his footing, no call. They start coming the other way against Durans. Good stick by Wadowski, breaks it out, and again, out of play. Clean off the Linwood player, so the puck goes all the way down. Face off. Comes to the right of Marky Hager. Bryce Pierce gets a stick snapped, no call. Looks like it might have just been broken already, but that thing snapped in half as soon as there was pressure on it. Big save from Marky Hager. Forces the whistle. Right on the middle of the shaft. You got to question why that's not an automatic call from the refs there, but faceoff comes now. Pierce out here with a fresh stick with Cooker, Bradley, and Durans as they line up for the defensive zone draw. Taken and won by the Whalers. The Whalers start pushing up front, decide to play it out up top, get control of it. Moves it forward. Decides to retreat for a second and plays it all the way back now. That's a quick pass up though from the defender, and he's still going to come all the way back. Doesn't like the look of it. Wants to come all the way back. Tries to get around Cooker. Cooker with a good stick, able to get him. Two questionable stick infractions there that probably could have been called, but the ref decides to let them both go. Whalers start coming back the other way. Good play by Bradley to separate the puck there. Durans gathers. Drops it back for Bradley. Didn't see a lane forward. Decides to just play it back. Bradley sets up behind the net. Pass up to Durans, a little too far in front of him, but he's able to gather it. He starts coming in, decides to pull off. Goes cross rink to Bradley. Bradley powers through. Tries to make a cut move to the middle. Drops it off to Durans. Durans cuts in now. Looking for one. Tries to go for a wraparound. Didn't quite get the full extension on the wraparound there and goes right back into the goalie for a whistle. 1:19 left in the first period. Ozone face-off calls for some fresh legs from the Lions. Brett, Bennett, Winks, and Chow out here now. Face-off won by Brett cleanly, but not to a defender, so Lions are going to have to go all the way back and reset. Drops it off for Winks. Winks coming now with some speed. Makes a move around the first guy. Winks cutting in, tries to make a cut move to the middle, that gets sticked away though, and the Whalers able to gather the puck. They start coming down the other way. Tries to make a cut move to the middle, stopped by Brett, and decides to retreat all the way back. Sets up behind the net, looking for an opening here. Drops it off to the boards. That's going to be a misplay though. Chow intercepts it. Starts coming the other way, but gets separated from the puck. Still there. Chow trying to get a stick on it, just can't. Gets tied up by the Whalers defender while trying to forecheck. Whalers start coming the other way. Steps across. Cuts all the way to the wall and decides to come back again. Not a full regroup. Winks defending here. Winks good body play, separates the man from the puck. Man's able to gather it up, chips it up to Brett. Brett moving in with some speed with Chow. 2-on-1. Chow, over to Chow, too far in front of him though. That's going to go all the way behind the net. And they're going to throw it back up top. That's going to be the end of the period. Lions lead 1-0 after 1. We set up top for the face-off. Brett, Bennett, Winks, and Chow out there. Face-off controlled by the Lions. Marky Hager trying to get an assist here. Plays it off to Chow. Chow back to Winks. Winks starts moving up the ice here. Or the floor. It's the same thing. Cycles that back behind the net. Picked off by the Whalers. Whalers looking up, throw it up top. Chow on the forecheck. Tied up in front. Whalers able to control it though. Puck down low, controlled by the Whalers. Winks in on a hard forecheck, puts a body on him, ties him up along the wall. They're battling. Still no call on that too. We'll take that. Puck comes all the way down. Rolling puck though, gonna go all the way back to Markey. Markey's gonna let it down for Brett. Brett slams on the break, tries to go around him, but the defender stops it. Puck comes back up top, picked away off by Bennett. And the Lions start going the other way. Brett with Sullivan. Sullivan trying to set a screen shot. High and wide. Sullivan takes it into the wall. Picked off by Wadowski. Wadowski tries to make a cut move behind the net. Does successfully. Looking for an option now. Tries to play it to Durans. That's a 50-50 puck though. Loses it. Whalers coming the other way. Shoots! Good stick there by Wadowski and Durans to push that puck off its projected path. Pass goes quickly up to Sullivan. Sullivan cutting in with some speed. Tries to go to the backhand. Whiffs on it. Whalers able to gather it, but Durans there again on the forecheck. Gathering it back for the Lions. Durans cuts to the middle now. Drops it off to Waz. Waz shoots! Saved by the keeper. Whalers coming the other way here on a partial breakaway. Wadowski so quick, able to get back and block that puck up. And Duran's able to gather it off the missed shot. As the Lions start coming down the other way, throws it up to Wadowski. Wadowski shoots low off the blocker, comes back in the middle. Waz gathers, pushes it back behind the net, throws it up top, trying to go to Durans. Durans over to Waz. Waz, chip pass over to Wadowski. Wadowski cuts and shoots, high glove save by the goalie. 9:37 left in the second period. Face-off comes to the right of the goaltender for the Whalers. Won by the Whalers. They start coming back the other way. Cooker again on a good forecheck. This Lions team is being persistent. Shot! Well, high and wide. Marky Hager would have had it either way, though. The Whalers look to reset again after that first rush. Chipped ahead by Durance. Durance falls, though. Cooker able to gather it for the loose puck, and it's played up top to Bradley. Bradley steps in. Drop pass off to Cooker. Cooker cross rink over to Durance. Finds BP. Just a little bit too hot to handle. And Pierce is in a board battle now. Cooker joining in with him. Cook able to gather a loose puck after the battle. Throws it back up top to Durance. Durance cross rink over to Bradley. Bradley down to Cooker. Off to Bradley again. Bradley cuts move to the middle. He's got an opening. Shoots! Blocked in front. Durance gathers the rebound, shoots, and it just gets blocked again. Eaten up by the Whalers goalie for a whistle. There's Marky Hager, looking great today. Got an itchy beard right now, but he'll figure it out. Team same line out. Duran's off, and Duran's and Chow out there now. The same line for the Lions. They're still just hounding in on that forecheck. It looked like there might have been a miscommunication between the Lions defenders as to who was covering who, but they're able to gather the puck. Pierce comes out flying behind the net. Plays it up top to Bradley. Bradley looking now. Tries to make a move around the first guy. Does partially. Gets some separation now. And starts coming up top. Bradley plays it across over to Cooker. Cooker to Pierce. Pierce coming in now. Shoots! Sounded like it might have hit the post. I couldn't fully hear, though. Might have been crossbar there. Whalers start coming the other way. That's got to be an interference call. Yep, we got it, and that's going to be a power play for the Lions there. Whalers player just came flying in there and separated Pierce with a big hit there. Going to put the Lions on the power play. Power play got hot last game with 2 big goals. Give them the win over the Lizards. Let's see if it'll stay red hot. Waz, Bradley, Durance, and Chow out there. Face-off comes. Tied up in front, but pushed up top to Chow. As the Lions look to set up their box. Plays it across over to Bradley. Bradley down to Durance. Durance cuts into the front, tries to go to Waz. Waz gathers, shoots! Saved by the keeper. Looked like he didn't fully catch it, or he didn't catch it super clean there. Puck goes down low to Durance. Durance plays it up top to Bradley. Bradley over to Waz. Too far behind him, unable to get a shot off on that, but back up to Chow now. Chow tries going around, that gets blocked by the defender and comes all the way down. 50 seconds left here on this power play for the Lions as they start coming back in. Drop pass by Bradley over to Waz. Over to Chow. Chow steps in, drops it down to Bradley. Bradley shoots, scores! Beat him high glove. Good shot there by Bradley. And the power play stays red hot for the Lions. .6:31 left in the second period here.
We'll handle that later.
Face-off comes won by Brett Bennett. Sullivan and Winks out here for the Lions now. Trying to build on the momentum from that power play goal. They start coming the other way. Bennett shoots off the post. 50-50 puck, won by the Whalers, but pushed down to where Brett is. Brett's able to gather it for a second. Goes into a board battle now. Pushed back behind the net. Sullivan slams on the brakes. Plays it over to Brett. Brett tries tapping it back up to Winks. Missed it, though, and still able to gather the loose puck. Backhand pass over to Winks. Bennett in the middle, sorry. Drops it back to Winks. Winks steps in. Tries to make a move around the guy. Cuts to the middle. Tries to go to Brett in front. That's going to be banged away. That's still loose in front, though. Bennett gathers it for a second. Drops it down low to Brett. Down into the front. Backhand. Looked like he was wanting it on the forehand. Just didn't quite get it. Made the best of a bad opportunity there. Whalers gather the puck now. Still getting hounded by these Lions forecheckers. Puck comes out for a brief second. Still going to be pinned up against the wall, though. Sullivan with another good body. Makes a move around and goes to Winks, though. Winks down to Brett. Brett shoots, scores! Good little passing play there off of great forecheck from the Lions. Leads to another goal. That's going to put the Lions up 3-0 with 5:11 left in the game here. Same lineup staying out. Brad's in, Winks coming out for the D-man. I believe that was the original, but... Alright, Sullivan got to change for Brad, sorry. Bennett carries back behind the net, drops it off to Winks. Looks like he fanned on it, though. Sits behind the net. Tries to flip it in front for Brett. That's going to be intercepted by a Whalers defender. Whalers coming the other way here. Brad's with a great stick to bat that out of midair. Whalers able to get control, though. Cuts to the middle. Good play by Bennett to get the loose puck there. As the Whalers player lost his stick, they're going the other way now. Good move by Winks. Cuts to the outside, gets some space. Fakes the clapper. Tries to go to Bennett. Does. Bennett back behind the net. Throws it up top to Winks. Winks with plenty of time. Throws it across over to Bradley. Bradley surveying. Drops it off for Winks with some speed. Good little pick there by Bradley. Sorry I didn't get the camera over in time, but great little pick by Bradley. Winks comes in, makes a move to the outside, tries to go around. Goalie still gets it. Puck goes in front to Bennett. Saved by the keeper. And we're still got another battle down low. Lions just not letting him out of the zone here unless it's on a clear. Light forecheck coming on as Bradley picks up the loose puck. Slams on the brakes. Trying to get around him, and does. Throws it all the way back behind the net for Durans. Durans gathers, chips it up over to Rodowski. Rodowski starts going in with some speed. This kid can fly. Gets picked off though. Durans able to gather it. And plays it back for Bradley. Bradley eyes up all the way, throws it over to Rodowski. Rodowski trying to find someone, decides to play it back to Durans though. Plays the safe play. Durans coming the other way now. Drops it off to Bradley. Bradley cuts to the middle. Shoots! And scores! Looks like he beat him on the blocker side there. That's 4-0 Lions with 3:11 left to go in the game here. Bradley keeps getting to the slot, and like I said earlier, that kid's not going to miss very often. Had a great shot. Waz, Wadowski, Sullivan, and Durans out here for the Lions now. Sullivan gathers the loose puck, plays it back for Durans. Durans chips across over to Waz. Waz back to Durans on a good fake. And back over to Waz. They're just playing catch. Waz loses an edge there and drops down. But Durans able to gather it for the Lions. And drops it off for Wadowski. Little errant pass though. 50-50 puck into the wall here. Good play by Wadowski, chipping it past the defender. As the Lions start going the other way. Cuts across ring, decides to cut back now. Drops it off to Durans. Durans called that pass a little weird, but able to chip it over to Waz. Waz gathers and retreats behind the net, chips it over to Durans. Durans slams on the brakes again. Good play by Durans, chips it up to Waz on a give and go. Waz cuts in, drops off to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to go on the backhand. Looked like he was trying to get that over to Wadowski, just a little too high. Goalie caught it. Whalers coming back the other way on an odd man rush. 2-1. Shot. Wide. And it's going to be thrown all the way down by the Lions. Might have been a Whalers player trying to regroup. Couldn't fully tell. The Whalers start coming the other way. Plays it up. Durans able to intercept that 50-50 puck, though. Starts going back with Waz and Wadowski. Steps in, shoots, gets a stick on it, though. Blocked away. Durans able to gather it off a good forecheck from Wadowski. Waz steps in, shoots. Blocker save, kept in front. And gathered by the Whalers. They start coming the other way. Tries to get around Waz. Waz gets a stick on him, delays his momentum for a little bit. Steps in, shoots off the post. The goaltender's best friend right there. Keeps that puck out. Whalers coming in now. Shoots! Saved by Marky Hager with the chest. Plays it out to Wadowski. Wadowski with some speed, trying to burn past these Whalers defenders. Cuts to the middle. Shoots! And looks like he beat him just low on the ground on the inside of the post there. Goaltender wasn't fully squared up to it. Good shot by Wadowski. Gives the Lions a 5-0 lead with 1:11 left in the game. Forward change with Pierce and Cooker coming out for the Lions now. Chow and Wink staying out for the defenders. Face-off come. Cooker ties it up with his feet and able to push forward. And throws it all the way back for Parker. Parker plays it off the boards to Chow, sorry. Chow fires it up to Winks. Took a weird bounce off the wall and didn't quite come flat for Parker there. As the Whalers start coming the other way. Set up top. Steps in, shoots, saved by Marky Hager. Loose puck in front. Marky gets over, makes a good stick on the defender there. And Pierce clears it out for him. Pierce with a good little move there. Gets around the defender and starts coming in with some numbers. Drops it off for Winkleman. Winkleman steps in, shoots. Glove save. 31.9 left in the game. Whalers start breaking the puck out now. Trying to find an opening, but these Lions back checkers are so good. Shot goes, kicked away by Marky Hager. And Lions start going back the other way. Cooker and Pierce on a partial 2-on-1. Cooker tries making room in that defender. Defender gets a skate on it, though. It's going to be tied up along the wall. And looks like they're just going to run the game out. Lions win this one 5-0 and remain undefeated in round robin. Play Car Shield AAA tomorrow to finalize the championship game here. Good shutout there by Marky Hager. Had to make some big saves there.